Guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a phenomenal day. It's nice and sunny here, and it is pretty warm out, not in my house, just because we're kind of in the sun doesn't directly hit it till the afternoon, so it will heat up. It will heat up. I don't have AC here at my house, but it will end up heating up. Anyway, let's stop rambling. Later on, this is going to be kind of a first review type of thing. It's not exactly a first impressions, but it's not exactly a review. It's kind of mixed between the two. It's just kind of like my first few thoughts on the product. And a tutorial. So the tutorial will be at the end. I will leave a timestamp down below in the description if you would like to just skip on over to that. It is based on the look I am wearing now. I only filmed my lid, working on my lids and stuff. I didn't do underneath my eyes on the video just because it was giving me a bit of problems, so yeah. And my winged liner, if you can tell, this one's much thicker than this one. It got away from me on this one very fast. But anyway, kind of now onto the review part. It is the Subculture palette by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I don't like to speak very negatively, just because every brand can have a dud. And I bought this the first day it came out on Anastasia's website. I was like, oh my god, the colors are absolutely phenomenal in there. Like, I love my cool toned colors. I love colorful ones. I'm not a big bronzy type warm eye all the time. I love to play with pops of colors, so I was like, this is like my perfect palette. If you swatch them with your fingers, it is perfectly fine. The colors are pretty good. The electric color, which I was actually pretty excited about, is, to put it nicely, crap. Okay, so I paid $42 US, so it retails at 55 Canadian. With the exchange rate I got it at, it was cheaper than that. So that's why I bought it on Anastasia's website when it first came out, before any reviews came out. Then I started hearing some, oh my god, this is a phenomenal palette, to, oh my god, this is a terrible palette. And I was like, oh no, what did I just get myself into? I wouldn't say it's terrible at all. Like, the pigmentation's there. If you use a light hand, it's pretty good. Here's my things. I don't swirl my brushes, let's grab a brush. If I go in, I'm not like this in my brush. I kind of just dab it. There is some kickback. That's not my worry. My worry is the fact that, let me see if I can zoom you in here. See that? I don't know if you can see that, but I've used this twice, and there's already a very sizable dent in it. With having paid as much as I did for this palette, I do hope it goes a lot longer than it seems to be going at the moment. I don't find crazy, there's more kickback than other palettes I've used. That is a big thing, the fallout of it, and I seem to have been able to blend it pretty well on my eyes. That's not an issue for me. Just go very light-handed and build up the color, and you should be pretty good. I've only used 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I tried these two. So I haven't used the entire palette yet, but I want to give my first thoughts on it. The first time I played with this, I essentially did this look, but I tried to add electric on top. It already seems like I hit pan, and if you can see that, there's barely anything on my hand. It seems like I already hit hard pan or something. And then when I try to, put it on, nothing comes out whatsoever. I tried using a brush, tried using my finger, nothing. I have to say the mattes are really good. Edge here, phenomenal color. That is what's on the center of my eye and right here underneath. Phenomenal color. I love Axis as well. It's a really nice blue. It's what's on my eyes at the moment. But these foil type shades, they're just bad. And I hate saying that because there's such pretty colors in the pan. Like Cube, you would think, hey, that's a great color. It's like white and has pink reflex. It's in the corner of my eyes and I had to add on top of highlighter so it actually did anything. But that is like my first thoughts, is that the mattes are really good. The foils, not so good. There is quite a bit of fallout. Just be careful because every time, you'll see in my tutorial, I tap my brush and you can see all the powder fly off of it. Usually I don't mind it, but there's actually quite a bit of it. I can live with that. What I can't live with is the fact that these don't seem to be like the best. Like, that's phenomenal on like swatches. Like, look at that. I'll just have to try it out a little more because where I put it, I couldn't really see it. But I don't like electric or cube. I just did not work for me. But if you can get it to work for you, that is great. Please let me know what you do for that. But my first like thoughts is that you really have to work with it, and the mattes are great. The color payoff is actually phenomenal. Other than those two shades, I'm still on the fence, so I will update you guys with this because I really want to love this palette. I do. I know Samantha, she's a bigger YouTuber. She loves this palette. It works for her, whether she got a good one. I don't know. I haven't really been like into like which batch ID is this type of thing. I want to test it for myself because you always have to test things for yourself. If you want, I believe it's in Sephora now, so you can go in and swatch it for yourself and see how it works for you. That's really the only way to get a real sense of if something's going to work for you, because otherwise, I don't know. But overall, right now, I'm not that impressed with this, but I am going to keep playing with it to see if I can get any more results. As of right now, I'm not a fan of electric or cube, but I am a fan of New Wave, Edge, and Axis. Those are really pretty colors. That's this orangey one, this yellow one, and Axis is that bluish one. Please just swatch it for yourself. Don't go by on what other people do. I haven't tried Roxy, which is the color that everyone was having issues with all the fallout, which is that one. I haven't tried it yet, so I can't show you that, but I am going to keep playing with it to see if I can get different looks and see how it all works for me. But as of right now, it's not my favorite palette. I really wish it was. But every brand has some duds. I believe Norvina has went back into the lab to see what happened. I've heard that some of them are pressed wrong. So I'm not sure what's happening there, but I hope they fix whatever went wrong and that the new ones will be better. But I'm not saying this is like, oh, I'm going to toss it out. It's terrible. It's not. It's usable. I will use it because of the colors that are in there that work. And it's just, it is what it is at this point. Ironically, this is like the first makeup product that's brand new that I'm like, I must have! See how that turned out? Usually I'm like, wait a few months to see like the modern renaissance. I waited, what, over a year? But yeah, it is what it is, and it's not the greatest, it's not the worst. I've honestly tried worse palettes, so yeah. Anyway, let's get on to the tutorial. Okay, just to pre-warn you, my eyes are set and everything. However, I sped this video up, so it's a lot of blending. So first I went in with the color Dawn, which is pretty much my eye color, my skin tone. And then I went in with Axis. Dawn had a lot more fallout than Axis, but I had to blend this out so much and keep working at it. The amount that I show in the video is not even everything that I did to try to get it blended out. You definitely have to go in with a light hand and not too much color. You want to build up the color instead of just going in all at once. So I started with my outer corner, blended that all the way across into my inner corner, and then went back in with the brush that I used with Dawn to blend out the edges a bit. And then I went in with a flat shader to just darken up the inner and outer corners, and then kind of blend those out into the center to make kind of a halo eye. And honestly, just keep blending. That's the best advice I can give you with this palette. And then I went in with Edge, which is a gorgeous yellow color, and put it right in the center where I didn't put any of Axis, and just blend out the sides so it blends into this like nice greenish color with Axis, and then just touch up the inner and outer corners. And then I went in with Dawn and New Wave to just put a bit more color into my crease. Not too much. You definitely want more Dawn than you do New Wave, or else it will turn out a bit too orange. But that is the final look. I hope you enjoyed that tutorial. I did actually have to touch up the colors a bit because there was a lot of time between the time I did my eyes, then went back to my eyes to finish, so I did have to touch it up a bit. I feel like you shouldn't have to do that though. It could be just the way I applied it. I don't know. But it seems to be fading quite quickly already. Even though I just touched it up. That will happen sometimes. Anyway. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel with that big red button also below. And hit the little bell beside it so that way you get notified whenever I put out a video. Which is every Tuesday and Friday, and let me know down below if you've tried this palette and what your thoughts are on it, just because I'd like to hear what you guys have to say, and if you got any tips or tricks on how to maybe use it a bit better. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I will see you in my next video. Bye.